What's going on? This is Big Zo telling you guys, and I know I sound like a scratched and broken record, but I am so sorry. Like I said, I know I sound like a scratched record. I'm sorry. I really am. I've been so busy, and if you guys really were, in my life and, knew me personally, you would know, Big Zo, you'd be like, Big Zo, like, honestly, you really have no time. One of my bosses was on vacation, so her being the main boss and being the main manager at our store, and there's two other assistant managers along with myself being assistant. We had to fluctuate schedules and pretty much pick up the slack where she was going and help her out with stuff. So I've been working double shifts. I've been working 10-hour shifts. I've had no time. In the midst of that, had to get my car inspected. Had to deal with this tax bullshit. Had to do with all types of shit that was going on. So I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I know there's so many things I need to talk about. I know people have been emailing me about Basketball Wives Reunion and the fight between Tammy and Evelyn. That video is coming up and my opinion on it. People have been emailing me about Bad Girls Club Season 6 has still not posted a video about it. That I have a general overall season video coming up, which I'll probably post next. I promise you, it's going to be next. It's going to be like today, if not today, tomorrow. It's going to be up here, because I got to weigh in on so much shit in only 15 minutes to do it. We'll see if we can get done. We'll see if it can get done. But there is just, I have to weigh in on this topic, because it really is irking me to the point of just wanting to scream and vomit all at once. I am so sick of this Chris Brown bullshit. I'm so over the whole subject of Chris Brown. If it does not have to do with his music, I'm over him personally. Now, here's the thing, and I know that people are really going to get upset with me, honey. Y'all going to get upset with me. Some of y'all ain't gonna agree. Some of y'all will agree. Some of y'all will disagree. I know y'all will, but that's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you have to be antagonistic. I'm over Chris Brown. Period. I entitled this video, "What if he wasn't Chris Brown?" Because I am not only over Chris Brown, but I'm over you fanatics who are just going to bat for the boy like he is your next door neighbor. I had a conversation with someone about Chris Brown and that Good Morning America thing that happened a couple of weeks ago. I had a conversation with someone about that, and the conversation pissed me the fuck off. Now, I don't, if you disagree with me, I don't get mad about that. Obviously, I don't. But the way the person was acting, just so maniacal and just fanatic and stand-like, it just made you want to throw the fuck up. This person was talking about how good of a person he was, and he has a good heart, and all about, bitch, do you know him? Have you been friends with him since he's been in 8th grade? Let me just go ahead and go into the issue. And all of you know the Good Morning America thing that happened when he tore up the dressing room and got upset because the reporter asked him questions about, what happened between him and Rhanna, or how he was dealing with it, and not enough questions about his Fame album. Now, here is where I weigh the fuck in, and here's where some of you guys will get upset with me. Chris, honey, this childish, immature shit, you need to let that shit go, because that shit is really starting to irritate the fuck out of me. I'm tired of having to hear Chris Brown's name associated with him doing something stupid, like Charlie Sheen doing something stupid. Now, look, Chris, I understand that you are trying to atone and trying to redeem yourself for what happened. Redemption is not easy. First of all, you are a celebrity, and you are a black celebrity at that. Why are you not composing yourself better? You're going to be questioned about this shit. Okay, this is another thing. Everybody's talking, it was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. Let it go. You will be questioned about this shit 8 years from now, 15 years from now. Unfortunately, even though it was one of the negative points of your career, it was one of the biggest highlights of your career. That's just how it works. You will be questioned. This will follow you and your name until you die, heaven forbid, knock on wood. Until you die, this will follow your ass. So why are we like acting so shocked when someone still questions him about what happened? Get the fuck over it, okay? Now, like I said, I entitled this video, "What if it wasn't Chris Brown?" Because everybody's going so to bat for him like he's such a, undermining what the fuck he did. To the point of like, I don't understand. If it was a regular Joe Schmo, let me ask you this question. If it was a regular Joe Schmo who had did what he did to another woman, and 2 years later, you meet this Joe Schmo, and I say, you see him right there? Look at this picture of a battered woman. That's what he did. You're not going to be like, oh my God, he's human. We all make mistakes. You're going to be like, oh, that motherfucker. I can't believe that motherfucker did that shit. Are you serious? Are you serious? He is a woman beater, honey. He is a woman beater. He needs help. But for some reason, because it's Chris Breezy, you guys are like, he's human. It was 2 years ago. Everyone makes mistakes. You know how like when you walk outside and you drop your ice cream on the ground, that's making a mistake. That's equivalent to punching someone several times in the face and biting them and, leaving them in the middle of the road and saying, I'm going to kill you. That's on the same category, obviously. But, yeah, so and once again, this video is not I'm not bashing Chris Brown at all. What I'm saying is, why is everybody acting so horrified at the fact that he's still being questioned about things that he's done? He's still being questioned about what happened between him and Rhanna. It's going to happen. It's going to continue to happen. Okay? That's just what it is. Stop undermining the fact that he did do a terrible thing. And I understand we're trying to move on from it, but the only way to be progressive, like Chris Brown, honestly, if you ever see this video, which you probably never will, because why would you be sitting around watching YouTube? But but you also responded back to Raz B on Twitter, so I don't know, you might have the time to do that. But if you ever watch this video, my advice to you is, you need to get someone, a better publicist, a counselor, or somebody to teach you how to compose your fucking self. Even if, and I do believe they told him that they were, going to question him about that. Now, everybody's like, they didn't tell him that. That's a lie. When the reporter said, we did tell him that, everybody's telling him they didn't tell him that. Bitch, were you there? Were you there when she had this conversation with him before the camera started rolling? I want to know. I don't hear no response. So he needs to have someone to teach him to compose himself. So even if they did not tell him they were going to ask him this question, if this question comes completely out of left field, they need to teach him how to be able to compose himself against stuff like that. Be able to, just handle it well. I felt like at first he was handling it well, and then he started kind of becoming snarky and attitudey, and that's just not personable to me. To me, someone who's personal, I'll give you a good example of somebody who's handled some heated, just a lot of heat coming their way, and that was Usher. When Usher was dealing with the Chili situation, when he cheated on Chili, and everybody was questioning about it, he was on Oprah, she questioned him about it, everybody was questioning him about it, and I know that he was ready to move on from that, but he still composed himself very well in a lot of interviews. And there may have been some interviews where he did get upset, but I just feel like he composed himself very well. Chris Brown, you're going to have to learn how to do that shit and stop being so fucking immature. That's all I got to say. And all you supporters out there, if you are true supporters of Chris Brown, then you need to admit that he needs anger management. You need to admit that he needs counseling. He needs something like that. Stop saying, it's okay. It's okay, Chris Brown, because you're Chris Brown. It's okay. You have the right. I'm so sick of hearing YouTubers say, I understand him tearing up the dressing room. I understand him breaking the window. And I am so sick of YouTubers on here bringing up race. Talking, well, Chris Brown wasn't black. Well, yes, okay, let's bring up race. Let's bring up the fact that you are a black man makes it 10 times worse. And because you are a black man and you know they will glorify and watch and throw what you do that's negative into the media, you need to stop doing this shit. How many times do I have to say that? As black people, if you know, no, it's not fair. It's not fair that we're going to be treated differently because we're black and the white race is white and all races will be treated differently. That's not fair. But knowing that fact, because it has not changed since the Jim Crow era, knowing that fact, start acting responsible and decent in public. And if you do make a mistake, own up to it and build yourself from that. I feel like he really has not learned from what the fuck happened 2 years ago. As everybody said, yes, it happened 2 years ago, but yet, and he's moved on from that, but yet he's throwing temper tantrums, treating his Twitter like an own fucking Benton diary, like some type of mad queen. I'm over it. Honey, I had to vent about that subject because I'm just over the whole situation of Chris Brown just being so upset, like mad at Chris Brown. I'm mad. Give a fuck. Anyway, you guys, comment, rate, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. If it wasn't Chris Brown, if he wasn't Chris Brown, because a lot of people, see, I put, what if he wasn't Chris Brown, the title, because a lot of people used to make the statement, well, if he wasn't Chris Brown, would it be that serious? Well, I'm going to reverse the question. If he wasn't Chris Brown, would you guys be so forgiving? Think about it. If he was not Chris Brown, would you guys be so forgiving? I want to see your real, I just want to see your real ass comments, your responses, and you guys, you know, we can discuss it further if you want to. But that's all I had to vent about today. Anyway, this is Big Zo 20, you guys. Peace.